Hey, I am here with the Mini Jam 70, and I am here with Driven Block. Oh, there's language English. So this is the English version, at least. I downloaded the right one. The itch page itself wasn't in English, I think it was Spanish. But, hey, I'm ready. I already really like this main menu. It's just like, having any sort of like, fancy main menu is nice. This music is super good. Credits. Music. 80% of the sounds were created by Kevin MacLeod. Ayo! I love Kevin MacLeod's music. I've only just started using his stuff for game jams. Graphics. Credited by F8 Studio. I think that's the dev. Ayo. Programming. 100%. Yeah, so that would definitely be the devs. Whoop. Opens their itch page. That's pretty cool. Just boop, boop. Okay. Hopefully OBS picks it up. Okay, sweet. Controls. Press the right, or press the key to the right to fight the strong wind. Okay. I don't know what that is. Oh, this just brings you to the itch page of the game. God, this music's pretty catchy. Visit the jam. Okay, so I assume that's going to take me to the jam page. This was created for the Mini Jam 70 with the theme Heaven and the limitation the object or the player must be inanimate. Anyways, this is a pretty good. I love the grayscale look. You got like a really nice main menu. You don't see very many like infinitely scrolling main menus, but this is a pretty like high quality main menu. Oh, that like resets it? Okay. Let's play. Oh wait. Oh, I thought I was that glowy ball. Oh wait, oh that brought me to the main menu. Here. The right key. Let us, okay, I see. So it's arrow keys specifically. So I guess as an inanimate object I am a box that is pushed by the wind. Oh, dang. I have to, like, time that? Okay. I'm a little sad that I can't use D on the, can't use D on the keyboard. That would have been a really good, nice thing. That's just what I'm, like, used to, so. Because my, my arrow keys are a little janky. It seems like this is a one-button kind of game. You just kind of time your movements. Since it's a one-button game, I really wouldn't mind being able to press the, like, just click to do the one action, too. Man, this is really cool, though. I think the visuals are really good. Great. Oh. Man, I'm sad the music stopped. The music was really good. I know it was Kevin MacLeod music, so it's kind of like wasn't yours, but still really good music. I think I would have liked it. Is this the same level? Oh yeah, I'm on level 1. Oh, if I die, I go back to level 1? Let me test that. I do. Okay, so you have to beat every level first try. That could be a bit punishing, depending on how hard it gets, but... Oh god. Especially since I can't stop completely. God, that background is very nice. I really like it. It's cool that the character sprite, even though it's just a box, it like shifts the top of itself to kind of indicate the shoot no. But the top of it like shifts to tell you which direction you're kind of heading. If you're being pushed, it like shifts to the left. If you're pushing against the wind, it pushes to the right. So there's like a very clear visual indication of what's going on. And timing it so I hit that green thing is crazy. Not crazy, but definitely adds more. Oh, jeez, no. Please. Please. Oh, that's tense. That missing that ball is gonna suck later on, isn't it? Just because you have to restart from scratch. Oh, Jesus. I'm dead, aren't I? Please, 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 please. Faster, faster. No! Dang, that's hard. Man, I miss the music. Quite a bit. I also wish there was a, like a victory sound. Great. Very cool main mechanic. It's not like you don't really have control of your character, it's just that you can slow down your momentum. You kind of have to maneuver. That's a pretty solid, like, core mechanic to have. Please, 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 please. Yes! Level 4. I think the description did say that there was 10 levels, though. Oh, geez. Oh no. Oh no. I wonder how big the character hitbox is. No, no! Oh, that makes me so sad. You have to, like, time it. Oh, okay. This is a pretty good first level, because it kind of teaches you immediately. You have to learn the basic control, or else you literally cannot progress. And since the main button is literally the only button in the game, it seems, you don't really need to, like, tutorialize it. I know that the credits kind of had the tutorial, so it's kind of hidden. I don't know I don't know how many people actually read the credits during game jams, but I do, sometimes. Man, that's tense. And boo! Damn. Got it. This is really fun, actually. Very simple, but like the presentation is just really good. So it's kind of easy to get. Oh, please, please, please. No! I am gonna beat this, though. Oh god. I am now dedicated to it. I must achieve my goal. Please! Please! Dang. The bouncing exit point is pretty brutal. I think it'd be a lot of... I think since, like, you're almost at the mercy of the exit point, it might be better to not have a really punishing death system. And again, eventually you'll just get, like, really good at all of the levels. Great. Something that could have, like, really juiced up the entire thing is to have, like, obviously it'd have to be a very tame sound, but, like, a sound that kind of implies that you're, like, almost scraping against the ground to kind of, like, simulate slowing down. Oh, damn. Speed box. Dang, this is hard. There's 10 levels. Something to note is just, like, really good There's really good, like, use of contrast here. It's not perfect on the red text. I think the red text, for like, doesn't blend or doesn't, like, stand out as much as it could, but honestly, it's not a huge deal. But, like, oh crap. The fact that good contrast is required when you're doing, like, monochrome, being just, like, a single color, or in this case, grayscale, no color. You have to, like, you have to use contrast well, just so everything stands out properly. Otherwise, everything, like, blends together and becomes hard to see. But here, like, the important stuff is dark, and the unimportant stuff is bright, and that's all you need. Man, I was kind of close with that. Yeah. So to note, there's going to be, like, a lot of just, like, small missing things, because in a game jam, you just never have time for all of the things. So it does make me sad that there's no victory sound. And... oh, dang, man. God, I'm so bad at this. This is pretty hard. I'm gonna miss the green arm titan. No, wait, no, maybe. Shoot. Here. Yeah, I think that the red text saying here is like a really good good thing to have, so that so I can figure out which one the player is. I did get confused still, but honestly, that's just more because I'm a smooth brain. Come on. There's no, like, full stop, is there? No, there isn't. Oh, I'm screwed. I do like that there's a death effect. That's always nice. Oh, another thing that could have, like, juiced things up a bit is just, like, a dust particle when you're slowing yourself down. Just make it really feel like you're... oh, crap. You're, like, grinding things to a halt. Nothing super complicated UI-wise, because there's not really UI, it's just the level. the level counter. Got it. I like the fans. I like that the fans are there to, like, basically explain why you're moving automatically. The wind is pushing you. Dodge. This could make, like, a really good, like... because it's a one-button control thing, this could possibly work really well on mobile. Just tap the screen, do thing. Oh, I need to slow down. I need to, like, focus. This is... it's not super... I don't think it's that difficult. I think it's just really punishing. It's not easy, but it's just... it's not... it doesn't seem super insanely difficult. It just feels like if you... you know, I keep trying to bring up difficulty and I die on the first level constantly. So, what do I know? But man, it feels very punishing. Oh my god. Like, once you die, you're boned. If I go quiet, it's because I'm focusing. I'm very curious what the future levels are like. Ew. Yay! I think one of the hardest, like, parts of the entire game, though, is trying to line yourself up to get the green orb. Because if you miss that, you lose so much progress. No! Oh, why do I keep dying to that one? Oh, that's so difficult. I keep dying to that one. The problem is I keep dying on all of them, so I, like, have to go through the entire... I have to go through multiple runs to get that far. I might have to just, like, stop talking to focus completely. Although I'm pretty good at multitasking. Can you slow down here? The bouncing exit does add an interesting dynamic of, like, I kind of have to... I have to think a lot more. Hey, okay. So how do I do this one? Like that? I'm going. Level 5, level 5. Oh god, I'm gonna have to react to... Oh, new mechanics. Oh. Please no, please no, please no! Please no! Please! Oh, it's really cool that you have, like, multiple mechanics that, like, get introduced throughout, but man, it's gonna take me forever to get there again. Man, this is really fun, though. It's like, it's a very... Hot damn. It's very simple just because you do only have a single mechanic, but... But it seems like the levels are pretty, like, well designed around the mechanic. Gives you time to kind of get used to different scenarios. First levels are definitely easy. Oh, but that exit point, though, really does mess with you. Oh. So if these exit... Oh my god, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna miss the exit point. Yeah. Oh. So, I want to test something. So these all reset to the exact same point, right? Yeah, okay. So it's deterministic, I assume. So there's no RNG, so if I do the exact same thing every time, it will work. Which means if I, like, learn... If I learn the proper routes, then I could, like, line myself up perfectly with the exit. No, that's too slow. I wish I could speed up. Like, kind of a reverse of the go slow. Might have been too... Probably would break a lot of these levels, though. Yeah, a lot of these levels feel like intentionally designed so you're not lined up with the exit and you have to, like, stop. You have to, like, find a point to take a small break. Like right here. Oh my god, I hit the side of it. No! The player hitbox does not feel too big so far. Like, it doesn't feel like I've never got, like, nicked when I don't think I, like, deserved to. Which is good. Which is really good. When you have a game this punishing, if it ever feels like you don't kind of deserve to get hit at some point, then... That's gonna cause massive frustration. So that's good. Great. Doink, 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 doink. Oh boy, the hard one. No! I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have done it. Boop, man. This main mechanic feels really good. Like, the speed is consistent, which is to be expected, but is really good that it's the case. Man, I want to beat this, though. Man, I think a checkpoint system of some sort would have been really, really nice. Or at least not like resetting your run every time you die. Especially since you die in one hit. Because it means that, what it means is that in order to beat the game, you have to have a literally perfect run. Which can be brutal. It's generally why lives exist. They kind of act as like a number of times the player is allowed to mess up before they get screwed. Great. So because this game doesn't really have any form of lives or hit points or any of that, it does come down to, in order to win, you have to play a perfect run. Okay, time for this. Oh, reaction! Oh, God, that one stresses me out so much. Man, the difference in height really does make a difference because of things like that, huh? Okay, I'll keep that in mind. One of the consequences of no checkpoints is that I don't get much time to practice the parts I struggle on. I kind of just have to get good at the parts I just have to get good enough at the early parts that I can do them flawlessly. I like because the way, if you're moving left, the top half, goes right, and if you're holding left, or if you're holding right, your face goes right. If you don't, your face holds left. You can kind of, dance at the exit. Oh, I didn't mean to. Oh, damn. I was, being a little greedy there. I was pretty sure I was going to hit there. I will say, visually, the ground tiles are a little out of place. Like, they almost look like a kind of like a Portal experiment floor, but the background is like trees and mountains, which implies I'm outside. It's not a huge thing, though. I mean, the alternative would have been to spend a lot of time making a, like, repeatable tile. Oh, I'm fine. Nice. Oh, that scared the crap out of me. That was so tight. Oh, please, 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 please. Yes! Level 6, level 6. What? So I think the gimmick there is you have to realize that you don't hold right so you get more airtime, otherwise you, like, fall. Oh, please God, please God, please God, please God, please God. Oh, please, please. Oh. 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 Oh, dear God. Oh, dear Jesus. This is a long one. Oh, I'm so stressed because this is the farthest I've gotten. My heart is racing. I want it. I want it. I want to win. Please. No! Well, it's really hard. Once you get to the end, man, there's a few stages there that are a lot easier, just because, like, you can kind of react. Oh, no. Oh, but maybe I'm just getting good. I'm just finally getting good, I say, as I die on level 1. Oh, my God. Okay. I'm feeling it. This is... Focus mode. God, that one is super scary because they're so close together. I missed it. Something that wouldn't have gone amiss is just a very, very simple screen transition between levels. But, you know, game jams, what you gonna do? Not everything. Why did I held right too late. Man. Level 4 is so much more brutal than, like, most of the game. Oh, did I hit this thing too late? No, I didn't. But I almost did. That was so greedy, but it worked! Oh, just a tip. Man, that's tight. That doesn't give you much space to, like, maneuver for the exit. Oh, okay. Sweaty palms. Oh, oh no, no! Oh, man. Man, I'm, like, not talking much about, like, feedback anymore. It's mainly just because I'm, like, kind of focusing really hard. I want to beat this. That's definitely my goal. I think I would have beaten this for sure by now if there was checkpoints between levels, but what you gonna do? Oh, please, 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 shit. It feels so bad having to, like, restart a run for missing the exit, though. Maybe what's technically probably possible is if you didn't want to have checkpoints and you kind of want it to be this, like, really punishing, perfect run sort of game, one way to keep it, like, from becoming too frustrating, although I haven't died much from missing the exit, but just make it so that if you miss the exit, it just, like, restarts you on the same level. Maybe just, like, you could cheat it with a portal, too. Like with those portal items you have. Just put a portal, like, exit on the left side of the exit. Or on the left side, where you would fall out of the world, and have you pop at the top right. Oh, I'm effed, aren't I? That's my strategy from now on, just shoot underneath all of them. That was so unnecessary. I didn't need to, like, risk my life there. I'm going too fast. I'm going to miss this cycle. Oh. There isn't that much to say about the game, really. Just because it's like such a simple mechanic. Presentation is good. Obviously, well, I mean, there's plenty that could be said. I think the player character probably should have been like, maybe not darker, but probably they should have been brighter, but with a dark border. Just because they're a cube, so it wouldn't have been that hard. Oh god, I fucked it up. Please, please, tip, 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 tip. Ah! Yeah. The less space you have at the very end with the exit thing, the harder it is, like, to finish the level. Because you have to start slowing down earlier. So you have, like, plenty of space to kind of time your entrance. Oh crap, where's the button? That's so tense when, like, when you're, like, slowly approaching a thing that's moving up and you don't know if you're gonna hit it or not. Great. Also, don't mind my Discord notification sounds. I apologize if you thought your Discord went off. Oh no, I hit too early. I'm good. I'm a god. I'm a legend. Yeah, this level has a very convenient route that's like, if you get it, then you have a free shot to the exit. It doesn't feel like every level has, like, that sort of planned out, like a timing that if you do things really well, then you just, like, will have... You'll hit the exit. Oh, please, 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 please. Feels like most of them are, like, you're going to have to slow down at some point. Like right here. Which, I mean, is probably by design. No, 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 no. 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 Level 6. More like... Fuck my life. Again, I'll reiterate it, but I really like the background. It's very simple. But, like, really... The trees are really nice. I mean, everything's really nice, but the trees are, like, specifically, like, more detailed, which makes sense. So that's a kind of an interesting thing with, like, usually you want farther things to be more like desaturated, like you have, but also farther away things. Another way to kind of, like, add depth is make farther away things simpler looking, like less complicated, because you can see less detail from things that are far away. So, really well done. Really well done on the background. It's, like, really nice to look at. Aww. It's really nice to look at, but it's also not, like, distracting either. Which is really good. That's a hard balance to strike, in my opinion. Mainly because I'm super bad at it. Hey. If only I was good at the game, though. Oh, jeez. Is there a time to make that cycle? Oh, shit. No, 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 no. Oh, that's... It's so sad. If I go... Not like that. That's not how you get a perfect cycle. If I go now... No, I'm not making that. Yeah, I'm not making that. Okay, never mind. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's a very clean one cycle on level 1. Please, 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 please. Level 4 seems to have one, though. And what sucks is that because the game is so punishing, I can't really, like... It's a lot harder to experiment to find those, like, routes that line the exit up properly with me. I can't really experiment much with it, because if I do, I might lose all my progress. Which is, no good. Cutting that close for, like, no reason. Hey. I think the speed is pretty good for, like... Even though, like, this is almost a game where you have a very distinct lack of control, movement speed is, like, kind of just right to feel like I have enough control to get where I want. It's a very satisfying move speed. Oh, why did I stop? Why did I stop? Ooh, not even close. Again, a dust particle behind, like, the character. Maybe it, like, gets bigger when you're dragging. I don't want to die. But, what else? A drag sound effect so that there's more feedback on hitting the button. When you have a game that's literally one button, something that's really good is to make that one button feel 10 times better than, like, anything else. And it does feel, like, good enough right now, because it is a game jam, and God knows you never have enough time to get everything in. But that, like, the kind of top parts, like, shifting is a really good start. Really good. I probably wouldn't have thought of that. That's... Then again... But, man, it's hard to talk over games that are, like, this punishing, because you really don't want to die, so you have to, like, focus on not dying. Level 4 is kind of easy if I can get past that first one. The hard part is lining up the exit on this one. Focus time. So I need to take my time because I don't have the cycle. Level 1. So you have 10 levels, right? Something you could have done to, like, kind of spice things up is, since this is all grayscale, right? Something you could do when things are grayscale is, like, easily change their color without affecting their contrast much. So something you could have done, like, hypothetically, in retrospect, it's like a game jam. This is, like, a little extra. But, you could almost put, like, a very transparent, just a sprite, like a white square sprite, stretch it over the entire screen, make it almost, like, 99% transparent or something. And then, like, on every level, or, like, every 3 levels, you can change the color of, like, the screen. And then you do it every 3 levels. Like, so it would be 1, 2, 3, and are all one color, 4, 5, 6. And then 7, 8, 9, and then level 10 can have its own color. That's a way to do it. I wouldn't have minded having music, just because it is, like, I am here for a while, and mainly because of how, like, punishing... Oh my god, I missed this, didn't I? Dang, that's so generous. It's the exit's hitbox must be bigger than it looks, which is really nice. Oh, I'm fucked. Something that's kind of funny is on that stage specifically I was on, because of the ways the trees look, the top platform that I was like on that you start on covers most of the trees, but the top of the trees kind of look like bushes, so it's almost like a seamless addition. I can almost see this working as like an infinite runner. Now that I have a route for 4 is actually one of like the easiest levels. I used to struggle with 4, but I have a route for it now. But I'm gonna focus, so. Okay. Oh my god. Pain, pain, pain. I'll have to call it after an hour, so probably 15 more minutes of trying I'll give myself. If I can't by then I officially suck and cannot be saved. There is no salvation. Yeah, with like a little bit more polish and more levels, and like with a more generous checkpoint system, I could have seen myself playing this on like Congregate or like. Oh, why did I do that? Why did I do that? Even with the punishing part though, I could see like people kind of gathering around watching somebody. Like, did you ever have computer those sort of computer classes where it's like, oh, you have computer time in class, so everybody would just immediately go to Congregate, Newgrounds, oh, new math games, QWOP or whatever, and just like everybody play random games, but there'd be like that one game everybody's playing and try to beat each other at, and then somebody starts going god mode on it and getting like a record nobody expected, and everybody starts like watching them play. I could see this being that sort of game. With like music and more polish, but. Hell, it's not even that much polish that it would need. Mainly just like more sound effects on the character moving, maybe. And also music. Some sort of like progression to the levels. Because specifically with that whole like kids in a classroom metaphor or like scenario, what you want is later levels to be differently colored. Like you could easily tell they're different levels from afar, so that like you could see if somebody was really far from across the classroom. I think one of the games that really like did that like everybody kind of hovered around was, oh, I went too fast because I was like I have to make this cycle or I'm fucked. But a game that was like that was Run, just a game where you run. Also had very simple core gameplay. I could totally see kids in high school playing this during their lunch break. I don't know what kids in high school do anymore. I could have seen like people I knew in high school playing this during lunch break. No. If you want to keep the punishing nature, what you could do is call everything a level, and or instead of calling this a level, you call these, like, rooms, and then a level consists of 5 rooms. That way you can have, like, levels, and each level consists of, like, 5 challenges. Or you could just make the, you could have, like, a parallax and a screen scroll, and you could just, like, have longer levels. There's a lot of ways you could go with this. One of the key things, though, that might, like, hold this game back a lot, design-wise, like, if you tried to develop it further, is there's not much, like, choice from the player. There's no, like, alternate routes or anything. You almost have, like, an alternate room in one level, but I think that's, like, more of a you die if you do that, which is I think the next level. No, this level after this. So you couldn't, like, hide power-ups or anything. Because it would literally just kind of be... Because this game's very, like, execution-focused. It's not, like, a decision-making game, it's a... It's not an decision-making game, it's an execution-based game. Which makes it, like, pretty mindlessly fun. You don't have to think. It makes it almost like... It makes it relaxing, even though it is punishing. It's not like a thinky game. It's not like you made a dumb choice and now you have to restart. It's a, well, I didn't get it this time, but maybe next time, sort of punishing. You definitely get better at playing it over time, too. Which, I mean, is the case for pretty much everything, but... Well, that's not true. Some games are, like... The amount you learn from playing it can vary. Easiest level in the game. Never died here once. Except when I did. Please, 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 please. Yes! Yes! Yeah, like here, technically that's an alternate path, but in this case, the alternate path is just dead. So it's not really a choice. Something you could do if you added, like, a life system, maybe, is that alternate route down there is harder, but there would be, like, a life down there. Oh, I forgot about this one. It's been so long. Level 8. Please, for the love of... No! Oh, shit! Oh! Oh my god, fuck this level. No, 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 no! Yes, yes, yes! Oh, I didn't start where I thought I would start. That nearly fucked me. No, no, fuck! Oh. I think you should probably mention that there's only 10 levels on the, like, on one of them, you should definitely mention that there's only 10 levels somewhere before you start playing, because I saw that on the main itch page, and if I didn't see that, I probably would have stopped by now. What's keeping me going is knowing that I was so close to the end. Knowing that there's, like, an end that close is a really good motivator. It's just one of those things that clarity is important. And it depends on the experience they're making, obviously, but for a game like this, I think it would be really good to make it blatantly obvious how many levels there are. And obviously I know, because I saw the description on the itch, but not everybody's gonna read that. Hell, I don't always read itch descriptions myself, but this time I'm glad I did, because I would have just said, like, screw it, that's it, I can't. I don't know if there's more after 10, so I quit, but since I know there's more after 10, or since I know 10 is the last level, I'm so close. Level 9 seems like an absolute, like, dick move, though, because I think if you don't, like, start moving to the right instantly, you're just gonna, like, get bodied. 10's kind of a dick move, too, because the one I died on is, like, the entire time... Oh, my god. But the entire time, if a piece is going... This isn't the criticism, this is just me being, like... having a little bit of salt, because I'm invested. But, the entire time, the game kind of teaches you that if a block is kind of, like, going up and down, and you have to, like... And you could be under it, you never want to go under it, because it moves up, like... Oh, my god. I got punished. That's why that one is there. But yeah, the mechanic is really cool, and the levels are, like, really challenging. Like, they're challenging enough to be satisfying without feeling... but they don't feel like bullshit. They don't feel unfair, which is really good. I feel like every death I have is, like, pretty much my own fault. That last one, I'm not gonna take complete credit for getting completely killed there, but... It's one of those things that it's good to, like, if you set the player into, like, a habit to make them break it from time to time. Maybe not in a game that's, like, punishing, but in general. Yeah, this is really fun. These levels feel really good as well. These are... I'm not a level design expert. I know I know the fundamentals of level design, but I'm not an expert on that subject, and man, these levels feel good. It's just so punishing. If anything gameplay-wise is holding this game back, it's how punishing it is. Oh, I feel pain. Okay, 3 more tries and then I will have to move on. Maybe I'll finish it off camera. But when it comes to balancing jam games, if you wanted more people to finish jam games, then generally I think you want as many people to finish your entries as much as possible. From the source Vimlark, great YouTuber, he kind of talks about, like, when you're unable to, like, finish a jam entry, you might leave a little bit, like, frustrated, and when you do, you might not give as, like, generous or honest of ratings. If you're going for ratings, this is more specifically for that. So you generally want to make your game, or like your itch game's main game, to be, like, easy enough that anybody can beat, but still hard enough to be interesting. So And the way he goes about it is basically he says that if it feels like good, then make it easier, and if it feels easy, make it easier, and only when it feels boring is it probably easy enough. And then just add an optional like second difficulty mode called hard mode, and then there you can put all your like fun ideas. That's his advice. Not my words for that one. But Vimlark is a very jammy boy as well. Please, 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 please! You have died. Wonder how much of this video is going to be just me sitting here quietly focusing. I'm a talky boy, but... Okay. I'm going to focus for these last three. For these last three. It's focus mode. Great. That was so scary. No! Damn, that one's so hard to line up just because it like... The ball almost follows one of the paddles during the like during that one, like the cycle I always seem to hit. And I have to like go underneath the panel in a way that I can like slow down and still hit the things. Shit. One final go. This is my last go, and then I will have to call it. I will have to leave defeated. Why? I panicked. I don't know what I was doing there. Yeah, it's this cycle. No, 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 no. Ball, 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 ball. Really awesome jam entry. Really, really fun. Man. I came so close. But yeah, really, really good entry. The mechanic is very simple. It is a one-button sort of game. Let me double check that. Yeah. But yeah, man, it felt really good. Like, the fact that, like, the top of the box kind of, like, juts in the direction that you're moving to kind of signal to the eye, like, what's going on. Just in case, like... Just so you have a little bit of feedback for when you hit the button. I think something that could have been focused on is adding way more, like, particles and, like, effects to the one button. Because the thing is that, when your entire game is around one single input, make it feel as good as possible. I wish this music was played during the levels, but I can imagine the music getting pretty, like, infuriating after a long time. If, like, I don't know, the music's pretty good though, so who knows. I like the grayscale look. I think you have really good contrast. I think for this menu specifically, though, you could have made the title a little darker, but that's like a really small nitpick. Everything is pretty visually clear. I knew what was going on most of the time. The mechanics are pretty intuitive, and the levels are pretty hard. They're really difficult, and it's not just that they're difficult. It's that it's really punishing to have to start from scratch every time. And I think if you wanted to have a very punishing game, I think it would have been better just to make, like, break the levels up into, like, sets that you have to restart, so you don't have to restart every single level every time. Because it really hampers experimentation on trying to find, like, maybe one cycles, so that you can get the, exit point. I think the exit point bouncing up and down is very interesting. I can see it being, like, pretty contentious, as it is it makes certain things way more difficult than they probably should be. And it makes the end of the levels, which is the worst part to die on, it makes the end of the levels a lot more tense. But really good entry, really good use of your very, like, straightforward mechanic. Cool take on the limitation of just being a box that's affected by wind. Would have liked to see music, would have liked to see a victory sound effect. A maybe sliding sound effect, or like a screeching to a halt sound effect. Dust particles on the character moving. I think the character could have been a lot brighter with a darker and thicker outline. That might have looked good. But that's like kind of a nitpick. Everything was pretty clear. Something to keep in mind that might have worked is having like a tint sprite at like 0.5 opacity or alpha that like recolors everything, because you are working in grayscale, so you do have the liberty of recoloring everything. But yeah, fantastic entry, really fun, a lot more fun than I thought it would be. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Congratulations, really good, really good.